Hey, what's good, roofers? Today I'll be sharing my story as to how we built a $1 million company in just less than a year. My name is Kieran. Welcome to Roofing Successfully, where we're not just talking about roofs, but we're talking about building your business. I'm a business owner who's passionate about helping other entrepreneurs achieve all their goals. So why am I doing this? It's simple. I want to help grow and educate the roofing community, giving as much information as I can to help build my fellow roofers around me. But let's be real, there is some self-interest. If you find any of this information helpful and valuable, then you just might want to hire me and my team to help take your business to the next level. So let's get started and dive right in. I just want everyone to keep in mind that this worked for me. It may not even be the best approach to help grow your business. This is just my experience, just sharing it. Hopefully some of you can find this valuable. Where my story begins, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. I was tired of working for that owner, the same type of owner that would sit behind their desk, always on Facebook, just scrolling all day, and they blow all the company profits and revenue on their own personal lives and their families. And then they're pissed off and wondering why the business is not succeeding and why no one's doing what they're supposed to do when they're literally nowhere to be found. I had no idea what I wanted to do as my next step, but then one of my guys told me he was branching out and he wanted to do this on his own. And so I started to help him because why not? There's just way too much work out there that it is ridiculous. It's more than enough for all of us to eat. So for me, why not help out everyone else around me? I don't care if you're another roofing company in the same city as me. I'm going to help you because why not? There's way too much work out there to be scared of the competition. If this kid who's never been in construction before this outworks me and makes more money than me, then good for him. He deserves it. So one day, we're having one of our usual back and forth chit chats about setting up his business, and he just looks at me and he's like, yo, why haven't you started your own roofing company? And honestly, the thought literally just never crossed my mind. I was literally running the day-to-day operations for this roofing company that was doing, like $6-7 million a year, created a lot of the processes in terms of making it more automated to help us grow to hit that $10 million goal. And I just honestly just never thought like that's something I wanted to do. I was really comfortable just being Pippin in the background and actually never just wanted to be MJ. Literally, and sometimes you'll hear this a lot from successful people, but it's just dumb luck and just timing. So it was just dumb luck at that time that he asked me that question, and we both realized like we actually want to do the same thing. So it was just a no-brainer, like why not just partner together? If you can do it and I can do it individually, like granted, like we both know we can do it, but it would take like what, 5 years to get to where we were? What if we can cut that in 3? And then at that point, it's like, well, shit, if I can do it in 3 years by just you and me, what are the other pieces we're missing? So he's like the visionary in terms of the management aspect, motivating the team, guiding the team, all that stuff. For me, it's like the policies and creating the stuff. Okay, we need some other pieces in play. So like a project management, perfect. Got someone, my brother, amazing at project management. That's literally what he's done in the corporate world for like 10 to 15 years. And then his guy is just like a young kid, like hungry, a hustler, just go-getter. So he is the one out there every single day collecting the checks, getting the sales, and growing the business. We each like had our own individual parts and just put it all together, and poof, grossed $1 million in less than a year. Now, this is not to say that it did not have its challenges. So it wasn't just smooth like butter the entire time. There was a lot of rough patches, a lot of different personalities, a lot of different egos, not enough expectations set, and that led to a lot of conflict and disagreements. I used to work for a pain management doc in a different lifetime, and he always had this one saying. He would say, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. And to me, like that applies in so many other fields versus just medicine. Obviously medicine, pain management, like, yo, take this pill, you won't feel the pain. But for me, it's like every aspect of business, right? Like every business that you would start is difficult, but it's just about like the suffering doesn't have to be there. So it's like your perspective, your mentality, and it's about how you rebound from all these different things that occur. But to have the partnership, the one thing that you will need is trust, just full on faith, belief in that individual, you are going into this decision, there's no like prenup where you're getting like, like it doesn't matter, like I can always pull the ripcord and bounce. That won't work. I'm telling you, you will fail if you do it that way. Because if you go into this decision and then you're thinking like, did I make the right decision? Are they pulling their weight? Are they doing what they're supposed to? Then you're only going to be focused on like that, like micromanaging and second guessing that person. And that's where like a lot of your decisions will just be coming from. And it's honestly just a waste of time. Like think about it like this way. Let's say you had a boat and you're in a sailboat and the boat was taking on water. There was a hole in it. So you are thinking about all the different ways that you can fix the boat, right? And you don't actually make a decision on fixing it because you're just teeter-tottering between whether you should slap some duct tape on there or I don't know anything about boats, but some other fix that you can use to fix the boat. Let's say, I don't know, put some roof caulking on there, right? You're literally just going to be spending your entire day just in indecision, just scooping water just out of the fucking boat. That's literally all you're going to be doing. And the one thing that is inevitable is that there will be more water that comes in and eventually the boat will sink. Same thing with your business. If you're constantly second guessing whether you made the right decision to partner, I promise you, your business will fail. So it's about one of those things that I'm not saying that if you make a decision with partnership, stick through it 100%. I'm saying you just have to have faith in the partnership if that's what you want. If you feel it's not working, then have the conversation and make those moves. But if you're just constantly living in the limbo, it's not going to work out. The biggest benefit of partnership was that I literally did not lose my mind completely. By partnering with each other, we're able to leverage everyone's strengths and their skills, and it allowed us to provide the best customer service we could possibly do. Instead of us wearing like a shit ton of hats, we can stay in our proverbial lanes and I can focus on process creation and I don't have to get out there so much and sell. Obviously I sold, but I wasn't out there every single day with all the customers, and I can create those processes and build that stuff to kind of get us to that next level. For me, when I started this company, my wife was pregnant. So having this partnership allowed each of us at their own individual time when we had some different shit going on in our lives, but we can step back a little, everyone else will kind of pick up the slack, and then we can slide right back in. And it's like one of those kind of understandings that it's like we all, like everyone has some shit going on in life, whether you're sick, whether there's family issues, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's like vehicle issues, like we each can hold each other down. Partnering with Solterra was the smartest decision that I made. And not only did it allow us to gross about 1.5 million in just our first year in business, but it allowed us to create a stronger, more resilient and structured company. For all you business owners out there who may be struggling, maybe it's been like 1 year in business or 2 years in business or 3 years or whatever the case is, and you're kind of deciding like, should I exit or what should I do? Maybe this isn't for me. Or even if it's an aspiring sales rep that you're like, yo, I'm ready to get out there. Like just look around you, see what your skills are and understand if there's anyone in your life that you can see that can possibly add on to it. And don't be afraid to give up a percentage of your company, because a whole lot of zero is still zero versus a little bit of a lot is still a lot. So the idea for me personally, I only own 25% of the company. I'm not a majority owner in the company. There's no one that's a majority owner of the company. We all have equal shares, and I'm good with that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that there's something in here that you could find helpful. If you got any questions or just want to give us some love, give us a shout out. As always, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.